It's not sending the passwords with the emails. That means it's not supposed to ask for a password.
Nitya, are you in a different city today?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, where did the sacred space go from right here?
I'm at my grandma's house.
How is she?
She's very weak, but she's a little better today after I came. So I'm here to see her and see what's happening. She's 93 years old now.
Definitely sending a contribution.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, whenever you want us to start, just tell me, Namita, we can get started.
I just thought we already have 10 people in. I thought let's give it another minute or so and then we can get started.
Yeah. I'm just sending passcodes in the meanwhile to whoever is asking. No, I reported this bug 2 months ago to Exley saying that people are asking for passcodes and you're not sending them. Because I shouldn't be sending each and every one the passcode. Did you need a passcode to log in also, Namita?
Yes, I did. I did.
I also needed one.
That's why they're not sending it with the email, so they shouldn't ask. And I reported this long back.
Nitya, I think let's get started. I mean, honoring the people who have already arrived. What do you say?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind starting and repeating.
Do you have a confirmation in terms of numbers, like people who've gotten back in touch with you directly about how many are joining?
No, but I see around 20 registrations in the system. So I think I'll just quickly drop an email to everyone that this is the passcode.
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a couple.
But in the meanwhile, I think, Namita, can you just expand what is B4 and what you know about formats? And then I'll send the email then. Get here. Thank you. Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to all of you who are joining the call today. And I can assure you this is going to be a fantastic 1 hour that has the possibility and the potential of changing your being or functioning from a very different space that has greater clarity, has greater possibility and greater creativity. So it's my pleasure to introduce to all of you Nitya Charan. Nitya is the founder and owner of Unearth One Earth Spirit School of Evolution. Is a shaman, to say in the least. Has many more, titles to her. But one of the things that I want to say about Nitya, most importantly, is that she has phenomenal presence, and she is also the one who founded B4 sculpting, and in fact, the communion symbols which we use for the work have been founded by her. It's an incredible book called Communion Symbols, available on Amazon. And if you guys have not got the book or read the book till now, please go right ahead and do that. So B4, fundamentally, what we're looking at is that there is a sense of
डिस्टर्ब बहुत हो रहा है बहुत सारी वॉइस एक साथ आ रहे हैं
Yeah, I think somebody's unmuted themselves.
Let me mute everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, everyone's muted. Namita, if you can unmute and talk now.
yes. Is it audible to everybody?
Yes, much better.
Okay. So B4 is fundamentally based on what is known as communion symbols. Communion symbols are symbols that were gifted by the spirit to Nitya as a way to improve our presence and our connection with nature beings and nature spirits in order to facilitate us in times of our need and our requirement to get out of issues of health, of emotional, mental, spiritual well-being, physical well-being. And the communion symbols include elemental symbols of the 5 elements that make up our body, like sun, earth, air, water, fire, space, but also include the specific gifts that other nature beings offer to us. Now, up till now, we have beautifully used communion symbols for a host of things, including for alleviating diseases, for sculpting our bodies, for improving our skin. And now Nitya is coming up with a whole new way of using the communion symbols to get you out of that space of stuckness in your head. Because ultimately everything is energetic and everything starts from the thought form. So what if we could create a reality from a thought or a space of clarity, from a space of presence, from a space of truly being aware of what contributes to us and to the universe around us. I have not learned before because Nitya has never done this class, guys. So this is the first ever class that she's hosting. But I've experienced the B4formats on me. And I can say this to you that it truly actually does create a significant space of ease that stays. And the beauty is that we have kind of attuned ourselves into thinking that everything that works and changes our lives must be so difficult. However, Nitya's work has taught me that actually that's not the case. It's really if you're present, then the modality and the contribution that you are can just facilitate that with ease. So that's what I know of the B4formats. And I hand over the stage to Nitya to talk about it.
Okay, that was lovely, Namita. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. For those who've already joined before sculpting, if not, you should. If you've not yet done it, you've missed something amazing. But before sculpting is blood, bone, body, being, and it is so much attuned to your body. You can immediately see your body shift. We can see within 20 minutes inches go away, digestion improving, blood pressures change, sugar levels shift, so many things. But B4formats is targeted at formatting your mind. It is targeted at that anxiety, that stress, that sleeplessness, that what am I thinking, who have I become. It's targeted at all of this. And what we have to sorry guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so what we have to think is how do we expand our thinking, how do we change our thinking, how do we move into a space of not allowing your thoughts to stop you, and how do we get in a way that your thoughts are so creative and inspiring. This is the space it will get you to, right, Namita? You get to a different space once you do this, and it's like 20 to 30 minutes of work, not at all hard, simple ways of touching your forehead. It can be done distance, it can be done in person. It works both, because I think I worked on Namita in person, but Barka I've worked on distance, and it makes huge changes, and I've been experimenting with it. This is a very special offer price. It's going to be a one-time price, so you guys might want to join this class. Otherwise, the classes are going to continue for sure, but we're going to increase prices. We just thought, since I've experimented, and so far whoever I've experimented with, it has worked, but it is still like the first class, so that's why the offer is there. So the idea is your thoughts, your thoughts cause a lot of problems. All the problems in life is because of your overthinking, because of your thoughts, because of your past life thoughts, because of your past thoughts, because of your worry about your future. So how do we get all these emotions out with the help of water energy? As you know, B4 is works a lot on balancing the basic elements: earth, fire, wind, water, as Namita mentioned, in our body. So similarly, our thought form also has a lot of these 5 elements, not only your physical body, your auric body is made of that. In fact, everything on earth constitutes of these things. So we get into the space of how do we, dissolve your emotions? How do we remove your emotions? How do we flood ourselves with positive emotions? That's the water energy. And then how do we ground ourselves into yourself, ground your body on to the earth, ground your being onto yourself. How do you get that connection with the earth? How do you fill yourself with nurturing energy? Because earth gives us all the nurturance. So how do you fill your head, or rather let go of what's not nurturing you and fill yourself with such a nurturing energy? So that's the second energy we're going to invite. And then we're going to move on to that was the earth element. With the fire element, we're going to kind of burn off all the unwanted things. It can protect your space. It can make sure that no one else's negative thoughts affects you. It will burn away your negative thoughts. It's kind of awakens the creativity into you. There is a fire within all of us to go ahead. Life is so much more. So what is that more for you? Where have you been hiding it? Where is that? It's within you. How do we get that out of you? And then what's the lightness? The wind element is all about the lightness into your life, the creativity, just listening to the whispers or hearing something, and I just hold on to the wind, or the wind whispered to me that this is the next thing I have to do. So it's a combination of awareness, it's a combination of lightness, it's a combination of those types of thoughts that get into you. And the last element is space, where you are going to expand into something so much beyond. And you don't have to do anything, you just have to give us your head, or even if it's distance, you just have to lie down, and we will open up all these things for you. Now, for everyone, what you experience depends on your body. Everyone's felt more creative, more joyful. Sorry about that. Phone call. Phone call. So everyone's felt more creative, more joyful, more expansive, energetic. We've seen headaches go away. We've seen people's disease get better. We've seen so many changes. But anxiety, stress, fear, at least you're going to get out of that space as fast as possible into something. It's an indescribable space. I cannot tell you this is the new space. I cannot tell you, uh, I cannot explain what it is, but it's such a beautiful space which you would love. And it's a gift you give to your being, because your being is going to be so different. It's a gift you give to your body, because the more the being is with your body, like Namita was talking about presence, and our whole Unearth One Earth is about how can we be more present? How can we be more present? How can we function with the earth? How can we find amazing things on the earth? So, if you would like some sort of space like that, this is the class for you. You can also get sessions. Right now, I'm the only person doing it, but after the Delhi class, after the first class, there will be a lot more practitioners. So, you can go get sessions for yourself, see how you can move into the space. You have to think. If you think your mind is a computer, your mind is like a computer. And when you have an unformatted computer with so many programs running, so many viruses, so much unwanted stuff, and then there's not enough space in your computer because everything is scattered. But there's a button in your computer called format. Do you guys know that? Whoever works with computers, when you click on that, it kind of removes everything that's not required and moves all the used data into a particular kind of space, and it frees up so much space. And suddenly you know that your computer is actually much bigger and has the capacity to do much more. So that's what you're going to find about yourself, and that's the reason I called it B4formats. It is formatting. It is making your whole format different. Subtly, it's going to work on your body, because when your mind is clear, your body is going to feel good. Subtly, it's going to change your blood and somewhere your bones. That's why I've clubbed it with B4. And B4 is now planted, a very, very strong seed. It started growing. Some sort of magic that's never been on this planet before is what it is. So it's planted, it's taking off, it'll grow, it'll keep growing, but it's a small plant right now. It's not yet full-fledged. So as it's growing, these are the two major classes we have from B4 formats and B4 sculpting. All of you have done B4 sculpting. Who have done? I don't think many of you have done here, but I know Shipra has done, Janice, a few of you have done, and all of them can say how amazing it is. You can go to our website unearth1earth.com/B4 sculpting and see our testimonials. See for yourself how people's bodies have changed within 20-30 minutes. Now it's time to change our head too, because when you change your bodies, you have to allow your thinking to keep up with you, right? Or when you change your thinking, allow your body to keep up with you. Both work together. So that's why it is. That's all B4 format is about. If you would like a very different life from what you have today, if you'd like to be get rid of those anxiety, that unwanted fear, that lethargy, that fatigue, everything that's coming because of your thinking, not because of your body, not because I have a thyroid, I'm in fatigue, but all the things that are caused because of the way your thinking is not proper. And let's face it, most of us thinking is not proper, including me. I'm not saying that I need formats more than anyone else. That's the other reason I'm teaching others, so someone can do it for me. I'm just kidding. I can do it for myself. You can do it for yourself too. You just have to be patient enough. It'll work really well if you do it on yourself too. But I would love someone else to do it for me too. So, any questions, guys? What else would you like to know?
Nitya, can I add something here?
Yes, Namita.
So one of the things that I find when we work with the symbols, and I've done a lot of work with B4, even in sculpting, is that the changes go so much more beyond what can be explained in words. So even as you outline the benefits of one, truly the thing is that the effect is seen all across. So when we
Yes.
work with the mind, it kind of still works on your body. When you work on the body, still works on the mind, and they start working on your being. So it's incredible that you're using one thing to work on all of you, and it includes everything without excluding with any kind of a point of view.
Yeah, true that. So that's why it's all interconnected. And there's another reason I'm giving a special price. Do you guys know why is it priced at 15,000? No, because I want all of you to like come and tell us how really well it worked for you. I would like for you to share your experience when you're coming for the class. That's the other reason I'm pricing it, because I'm like, I just want to hear people's experiences and see what you guys are receiving, so that we can receive what your experience is and take it forward. So it is, I've experimented on enough people to know it works for sure, but still you guys will be some of the first who are coming, so that is why it's priced this low. Now, it is an offline class. We prefer you to come live in Delhi, but I have allowed Barka to come online. If I'm really confident that you may be able to get it, I will allow few people to do online. But offline is the best. But once you learn it, you can do it distance. See, the idea is when you come in person, you're going to swap with someone else. We're going to see you. We're going to look at the energy and tell you what to correct and what to do. So it's going to be very contributive. If you're doing online, you may not have someone else to do it for you. So you'll definitely learn it. But will you practice then and there on someone? Will you understand then and there what's the effect on you, is something that you might miss off. It's a 1 day class, Varsha. Thank you for asking. And so I do want to promote offline. If someone really wants to do online, talk to me. And if I'm really confident that you understand, if you've done before sculpting before, or if you've understood the communion symbols, I might say yes for online. Or otherwise, I might say no. Or otherwise, I might tell you a warning that at your own risk, you cannot come back to me later and say, I didn't understand this, or I didn't know what happened, because no one will be doing it for you. So let's just be clear on that. If you want the full benefit, we do recommend you to come live. Yes, Namita, would you talk about venue details, prices,
Yes,
time?
I will just do that. Nitya, I just also wanted to clarify with you. So for anyone who's also opting to do it online, if at all that you let them do it online, would it also mean therefore that they cannot have anybody in the room while you're doing the class, even for practice, right? How will that
Yeah,
work? Can you explain that?
no one for if there's one more person for practice, they have to also pay. You can have two people do it online and practice together. That would work. If you're only one person, then no one else in the room, and you might just be watching and understanding it. Yeah.
And it's a camera on class, right? If it's an online class.
Yes, 100% camera on for the timings of the class. No taking it from the car, or uh, I don't know. Now people are so innovative. They take calls from everywhere, and then they're like, "My light is not working. My video is not working." If you don't have proper internet, no refund, no class. Nowadays, they're like, "I just don't. My internet is not working. I've signed up for an online class, but my internet is not working. It's too much stress for me, guys. Please do not do that to me. I don't want to tolerate that anymore." So if you have proper internet, you may. And only if I'm confident that you'll get it online, I will allow you online. Otherwise, please do come in person. Like, we do feel your bodies looking at each other, touching each other will contribute much more.
And the class, people, is on the 17th of May in Delhi, starts in the morning at 10, goes on till 4 p.m. It's scheduled at a center called Healing with Feelings, which is in Defense Colony. And this is the first class. So yes, I'm sure Nitya will have more planned, but at the moment, the class is in Delhi on the 17th of May. And I will send the link with the location to anyone who's finally registered for the class.
Yeah, the first class is in Delhi. No plans for any other city as of now. It'll come, but like I said, this prize is only for the Delhi class. Other classes will definitely, because this is a throwaway prize. The class is something much, much, much more. And the prize is till May 1st, right, Namita? After that, it's 20,000.
Yes, if you pay till the 1st of May, it's 15,000. And if you choose to or opt to pay after that, it's 25,000 for the same class. And
Yeah.
details of how to make the payment, everything will be shared once somebody has confirmed. So you will receive an email with all the details.
Yeah, actually, if you go to my website, or if you, I'm just typing it here, nest.nityachalam.com, you can sign up for the class, and the price is at 15,000. You can just directly pay for it also. That price will be there till May 1st. After 2nd, the price will change. And like if you're coming live, no problem, just sign up, be there. Venue details will be shared. If you need more information, just WhatsApp me or Namita. If you do want to do online, you have to get permission from me first. Just don't pay and then tell me I want to do online, because if you see in the website, it'll be clearly called out it's a live class. So anyone who's done B4 sculpting or who has a very good understanding of communion symbols, uh, and after I tell you what are the repercussions of doing online, if someone still wants to join, we will allow it. That's the idea.
And I cannot emphasize to all of you who are there on the class, this class or experiencing it live will be really, really something different. So if you can make it, please make it for the class live, because it's a different energy when you're being worked on. And like Nitya said, you'll actually experience it on you as well, instead of just learning it without having anyone to practice on.
It might just change all your blocks. It might just open connections for you like never before. We can't say what will change. Barka, do you want to quickly say what happened to you? And I done experiments on her also.
Yes, so that was one of those odd days where I was very lethargic in the morning and very dull. And then I got this message that let's do this. So just 10 minutes, and I was asked to lie down. And I think in just about 10 minutes, there was this change. My energy I was livelier. I felt a lot of joy, and I was charged for the day. So that's how it changed for me. All I had to do was lie down. And this was distant because I'm in Mumbai and Nitya is in Bangalore. So this was a distant thing that was given to me. And I was like, what did you do? What was that magic that happened? So yeah, it works. It definitely works.
Yeah, and I just had one more person. I took my first paid client for B4formats also this week. Because you have to charge once you're confident. Experimenting is till you're doing it for the first time and you're not sure what's happening. And this lady was in Goa and she said her sister is not able to get up. She has so much pain. So what I did is I did 20 minutes of B4formats and then she slept off. And I think that after that she was so fine. She said we had so much fun. I wasn't working on a body pain at all. And she said she has full body pain. When she said she has full body pain, I got so confused. I was like, which part of the body am I going to work on? And I was like, just work on the head. Don't work on any body part, because working on each and every body part is going to take so much time, and it just cleared off. So that's something to see, the energy, your energy shifts. And I worked on Shilpa, and what happened to Shilpa, she said after that I've been so creative, I've just kept on creating and creating and creating after just one session. So
So, does anyone have a question for Nitya about the class, which is not about the venue or details as such? Please feel free to ask her.
yeah, and do tell anyone else who you think may be interested. We'll be extremely grateful for that. Anyone else who would like to experiment, not even experiment, who would like to experience this amazing change, something you've never had before. It's a totally new space. You would have never got that. You would have never seen it before, because I couldn't define it myself. I was like, what space is this? This is so different. So it's something that is so different. Yes, Taranjeet. Hi, Taranjeet.
Hi, Nitya.
Hello.
Nitya, I would want to experience this session. So
Yes,
I can.
ping me. We can do distance sessions.
Sure. I'll continue. And yes, if I'm coming for Delhi, live
Yeah.
itself.
Yes, awesome. Please come. Don't say if I'm coming. When I'm coming. I'm coming to Delhi. Right
I'm
on.
coming to Delhi.
Awesome. How does it get better? So,
Guys, I can tell you, so Nitya hosted her first B4 sculpting class in Ahmedabad. I live in Delhi. She was already scheduled to do a class in Delhi 2 months after the time that I attended the class. Okay. I did go and I did travel to Ahmedabad to do the class with her because I didn't want to wait for those 2 months. And I can tell you that by the time that 2 months are over, so much had shifted. So sometimes it's just about an opportunity, and when you decide whether you want to make it for the class or not, I invite you to try a different approach because this is also not your regular kind of class. Ask yourselves, will this contribute to me? Will this expand my space? Will this expand my being? And then just see what feels light around it, and then see, oh my God, can I make it work, instead of being like, what else is not possible for it because of whatever reasons. Just, I invite you to try the approach of looking for this class with the eyes of, is this something that's going to actually create data for me? Is this one day going to be something that's going to actually in the future create something that I've not thought of today and make it possible? Nitya, is there an age limit for the class in terms of how young or old?
I think kids 11 years and above, anyone can join. I just don't want kids who are 6, 7. They may not want to touch the head in a particular way, but anyone else is fine. No upper age limit as such, as long as you have a body. Don't want too many entities. Yeah, that should work.
And you're also doing another class right after that in Delhi, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Talk to
Tell
the
us
entities
about that.
access class. So as all, I'm a talk to the entities certified access facilitator. I'm also certified facilitator in access. So I love working with beings without bodies. I'm very good at working with bodies, but I love working with beings without bodies. Also, spirits and entities excite me so much. So, if you would like to learn, talk to the entities, where you communicate with entities, receive from entities, um, cooperate with entities, clearing entities will make your life so much easier, because a lot of thoughts are not yours, they belong to entities. A lot of ways times you get angry for no reason could be an entity. Sometimes unwanted diseases because of entities. So all of these things will clear out. It's a very magical class. The prereq is access bars. You should have done access bars. So if you've done access bars and live Delhi, if you would like to come for a talk to the entities class, please do let me know. Get in touch with me, Namita, or yes, it's actually both of us, either of us. So how does it get better? And I'm very good, even if I say so myself, very, very good at dealing with entities. Because I do have a spirit school of evolution, and spirit to some extent does mean entity. It is actually does mean entities. So I work with teammates, I work with ghosts, I work with you name it. I worked with spirit guides, I've worked with plant entities. You've name it. I have a lot of experience in with entities, and still learning. It's a very beautiful place to learn from. Entities can get you money. A lot of my money comes from entities, to be honest. Not that I'm dishonest in other ways, but yeah, just an expression which I think we should stop using, because when someone says to be honest, this is what I mean. So I'm like, the first thought is like, when were you dishonest last time? Anyway, I'm just kidding. So that's an expression that we should change, because we're always talking honestly. So um, I love working with entities. It's one of my specialities, something that's really close to me, and something that I've not been afraid of, something that I've been so curious about. If you would like to let go of your fear of entities, your doubts about can you do it or not, I can do it because I was the most stupidest, dumb person ever. I was extremely logical. I didn't believe in any of these things. So I've completely shifted myself. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm the most uncreative person ever. Let me rephrase. I was the most uncreative person ever, and now I create things which no one else can create. I still can't dance or draw or do normal stuff, but I can create things which no one else can create. So would you like to see what is so unique about you? Would you like to find who you are? So these are the classes that will get you there. B4formats, it will format you. You will get to know a lot about yourself. It's a journey within, and talk to the entities is just something else, because I mean there are so many spirits around us. People don't even acknowledge them, people don't even perceive them, people dismiss them. How different can your life be when you include the spirit world into your life? Do you know that? How different can it be? And I do have an amazing call on nest.nityachalam.com about what is talk to the entities. It's not a class, but just listen to that 1 hour call and your whole perception of the entity world will change. You'll understand what you'll get from talk to the entities. And this is my favorite quote, like, if you're not afraid of a live person, don't be afraid of a dead person, because dead people are dead. They're not going to betray you or backstab you or talk harshly to you because their body is not there. So they're not harmful, they are not scarier, they are much, much easier to deal with. And as long as you're not afraid of live people scare me, to be honest. I'm not afraid of dead people, but I'm afraid of some live people. I'm like, how can this person be like this? So not even not like I'm afraid, scared, but I sometimes feel, how can people be like this? I didn't expect this from this person. But that's the way people surprise you. It's an adventure nowadays. I'm like, oh wow, people can be like this too. But anyway, dead people are much, much kinder. So please do come and open up a new world with them. Your body will be pain free when you get rid of all the dead people. Your body will be different. Your space will be different. Your thinking will be different. The way you react will be different. It'll give you a different set of peace. And I think in the end, it's about who you are. And these are all ways for you to just be there, be yourself, be there for yourself. I
And I
hope
think that your minds are formatted, Nitya, as you said, and
yeah.
our bodies are in alignment. The chances also that we're going to actually seek contribution from anything that is not ours just reduces, because you can be so much more of you.
Yeah.
And the formats should do that beautifully.
Yeah, the formats is going to do so much, and we are more excited about what it's going to change here on the planet, what it's going to change on the world. And please do Google B4 sculpting also, and I'll announce the next classes. It is extremely magical. The results, 4 days, you go back a different size, different shape. Yeah, Taranjeet is nodding her head. Different size, different shape. Uh, and I remember Namita, how much she's changed after the Ahmedabad class. So even Barka, it's magical. I know I'm saying it myself, but that's what it is. It is nothing short of magic.
Yeah, I can post before and after pictures and you guys will be shocked. That would be like a testimonial by itself.
Thank you, Namita. Thank
Guys,
you.
do you have another question for Nitya? Because I know that she's at her grandmother's place. So let's not keep her until we have something very present for her.
And happy to answer any questions. Gunjan is saying would love to attend, but weekdays won't be possible. It's okay, make weekdays possible. Just call in and say you're sick. Your mind needed something more important than what's happening today. Hi, Varsha. Yes, what's your question?
If I want to attend online, then can I? I did the access classes, bought two body classes and the bars. I didn't do any classes from you.
So thanks for asking that. B4formats is not an access class. It is
Yeah,
nothing to.
I know. I know.
It's
So can I do it online? Because actually I would not be able to travel. My children's school is going on.
can you
So
just ping me offline? We'll have a
okay,
talk.
okay. I'll drop your message.
Yeah, I want you to understand what exactly it is. If you
Okay.
do offline, what are you losing? And then you can take a call, because I'm not into, like, all of you do offline, just pay me. Uh, I would like people to get it.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a little
I'll
important.
connect with you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a little important. Not like, I didn't get it. Can you explain again and again and again? So we will. We do recommend online. Sorry, in person. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Yeah,
Especially.
also remember, sorry, Nitya, carry on.
No, especially Delhi. Delhi has been very kind to me. I just don't know how I keep going to Delhi. It just keeps calling me, and I just keep going there. And Delhi has always been very, very kind to me. So Delhi is where things. I mean, Mumbai has also been kind, but Delhi I have some sort of different connection. So the city of. It's a city where all things, new things start for me, because the first intense matrix class that I did out of my space was in Delhi. The first advanced class I did out of my space was in Delhi. So things which I think I cannot take out of my space because they're so they cannot just move out. Delhi will be the first place to call me and get it done. So special connection there. Yeah. So the city of Delhi itself is so lovely. Not talking about the pollution, but city itself is lovely. The way it interacts with us, the way it nurtures us. I feel Delhi is very nurturing. So Barka, one reason to come to Delhi.
Yeah, and may I please add, for those of you who are considering online, please remember that because the class has not been done before, so if you've not had practice, it would be very hard for Nitya to kind of take on calls after the class to continually explain and do it. So hand holding in this case would be very difficult because if you are doing the process online, it would mean that she will have to kind of be very present with what it is. So we don't have so much, like we don't have other facilitators who'll be able to handhold you through anything else. So when you're considering an online class, know that we have to honor her space and time and how much she may be available to take on handholding afterwards. So please keep that as a consideration.
Yes. Thank you, Namita. Thank you for mentioning that. So please do come live, and there will be more classes in case you missed this one, but not at this price. So let me be very clear. So do not miss the first one, and that's our trend. The first classes we've announced this year, we've announced Spirit Chant intro for the first time. Amazing, off the charts. This is the second class, and then there's Spirit Chant body processes coming up, and Oracle cuts. A lot of new things this year, first time, and there will be special offers for the first time only. So because it's just fun to do the first time, so I don't really mind about the payment. But then after things set and people are like, this is something else, then things will definitely change. Okay, so we are from Unearth One Earth, guys. Unearth means find, One Earth means the one whole planet. So our whole goal is for us to find the oneness of this planet, the beauty of this planet. We have only one Earth. That's why everything we do comes from the Earth, whether it's animals, medicine, plant medicine, whether it's just the earth, fire, wind, water symbols, whether it's about your bodies. So no side effects because we're going to use only hands, literally only hands, no medicines, no oils, no whatnot, whatever you call it, no machines. It's only us, it's only you and your hands. So that's it, guys. So if you'd like to fall in love with your hands, find a new use for your body, or know how amazing this is, these are the classes to join. I fell in love with my hands 10 years, I think 8 years back when I learned Reiki. Before that, I was like, I have big, ugly hands. I have the worst hands in the world. I used to have so much judgment of my hand. Now I like my big hands because they can cover more space. They can heal much faster. They are so soft and so many amazing things. So if you just want to know how amazing your body is and adds one more feather to your cap, something that you've never done before, then you can do this.
So please feel free to get in touch with either of us if you're looking for class details. If you want purely class details and you want to know where it is, what is the timing, then connect with me. And if there is something you want to know about B4formats, like you want to understand it more, or you want to book a session, or you want to know whether you can do it online, for those kinds of queries, please get in touch with Nitya.
Yes.
And
either it's fine if you ask me the venue also, I would know. If you ask Namita something more also, I'm sure she knows. So please do. Nalini is asking mobile number. I'll just ping it for you. Yes. Okay, guys, thank you. You'll get a recording of this in case you want to hear it again. And Tarunjit, get in touch with me. We'll talk about when we get in touch. Yeah. Namita has also posted her number. Please take few minutes to note it down. And thank you everyone for joining. It was lovely to see all of you. Lovely questions. If anyone has a last question, happy to answer. Otherwise, we can. Okay. Thank you. I hope you've noted down the phone numbers. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay,
thank you,
bye.
Nitya, and I hope your
Thank you.
grandmom feels
Thank
well
you
very
so much.
soon. Thank you for
Thank
making
you.
time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.